There are lots of cool games nowadays on Android, and we already talked about some of the best ones in the past, but unfortunately not all of them allow you to play with an external controller. So which are the best ones that do? Joe here from Nerd Herd, let's find out. Playing FIFA on my mobile has always been fantastic to me, considering how much of a fan I am of the saga. However, playing FIFA on my Android with a joypad takes it to a whole new level. The controls are much more intuitive, much more precise, and the overall experience is improved by a lot. Unfortunately, the mobile version only allows you to play the Ultimate Team mode, but I personally dig it, so no big deal. The gameplay is almost identical to, say, a PS2 version if you've ever played it, and that's pretty acceptable for a mobile in my opinion. Best of all, it is also completely free to play, so definitely check this one out. I think I've already inserted this game in tons of other top 5s, but I can't help recommending it. It has a jaw-dropping graphic department, lots of different modes and stages, tons of cars and customizations, simply my favorite mobile driving game, period. Sure, this is not the most realistic one because of the crazy stunts and crashes, but it's fun, and after all that's the whole point. It indeed is pretty dope to play with the accelerometer and the touchscreen by themselves, but the joypad compatibility gives it those extra points that really make it the ultimate mobile experience for games of this kind. Another actually really similar title is Riptide GP2. Like the previous one, it delivers sick graphics and tons of fun, but the uniqueness of the context sets it apart from the competition. Racing with jet skis is amazing, and the tons of tracks and tricks offered by the game are enough for some short playing sessions, but this probably isn't the kind of game you dedicate 4 hours a day to. The upgrade system typical of the genre is surely welcome, as it helps to keep things fresh throughout the levels. There are tons of special moves to learn as you progress, and that gives you something to look forward to within the races. Again, like Asphalt 8, this is not what you'd call realistic, but who cares when you can ride one of these things? Exploring an incredibly detailed world filled with traps and puzzles, controlling a green fur ball with a Russian accent. What else could you ask? All jokes aside, Leo's Fortune actually is a fantastic game, from the graphics to the gameplay itself to little story behind it. This game falls something in between a classical platformer and a modern endless runner, pointing more towards the former, but the result is an interesting mix that has everything to fill your brakes. The interface is intuitive and you won't have any problem in playing it just through the touchscreen, but the extra control given by the joypad becomes more useful as you reach new levels and more complicated puzzles. Definitely a must-have for every Android gamer. Great plot, futuristic atmospheres, enjoyable gameplay and granted entertainment are the ingredients that make Implosion take part in this top 5. I actually discovered it really recently, but I immediately fell in love with it. The concept, that is, alien invading the Earth, probably isn't the most original one you'll ever find, but you probably won't notice between one boss and the other. It would be pretty difficult to play with the touch controls by themselves, and it has been a welcome surprise to find out about the controller compatibility. However, the biggest shortcoming of this game is the steep price of $12 you'll have to pay if you want to proceed after level 3. If you can deal with that, you won't be disappointed by this title. So these were our top 5 favorites, and if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave that in the comment section right below. Also, if you want to hear a game from us, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. This was Joe from Nerd Herd, and I'll see you guys in the next one.